In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Many of us, many of us are found complaining, found saying that the bad things did happen to me and the bad is happening to me even now. Many of us, maybe majority of the people living here in our society is of the view. Even I sometimes think, but we need to understand it better. What we need to understand better, what is the science of good or bad things happening to us? What is the science of good or bad things happening to us, happening to me, happening to you, happening to he or she? We need to understand the science behind it. How? I should like to put forward an example of the market of the bazaar. You do go to the market quite often. You do go to the market quite often. Have to buy certain things, have to buy several things. You do have to buy your shoes, clothes, jewelry, cosmetic, so many other things. But now the question to you is that once you are in a market, suppose you do have to buy the shoes. Do you enter the first shoes shop you ever come across? You do come across, and do you buy the shoes from there, from the very first shop? The answer is that I usually don't enter the first shop of the shoe if I have to buy the shoes. And I am not sure, it is not so certain that I shall make a purchase from the first shop I do enter in. It is not certain, it is not sure. Why don't you enter the first shop? And why don't you buy the things from the very first shop? The answer is that the first shop, or whatever the shop you see, every shop does not attract you. Every shop does not attract you. Every shop is not so attractive. But if a shop is attractive, unconsciously, unintentionally even, you do enter the shop because the shop has attracted you, because there is an attraction in the shop for you, for the rest of the customers. Now the next stage does start. You look upon the variety of the shoes available over there, whether you do have the shoe of your choice over there or not. What are the price tags? What the price tag does say about the shoe, if you have chosen any, and how the sales staff is interacting with you, how good they are, how impressive or attractive they are. So all of these things does matter, although we are found saying that it is mere luck. The people in our society usually say that it is mere luck, it is not mere luck. And we are not analyzing the luck, rather we are analyzing the science behind it. We need to analyze it this way as well. We the human beings, we the human beings, believe me or not, but it is very much a truth that we the human beings does attract good or bad. The good if it happened to us, the bad if it happened to us, we do attract it. We do attract it. Each one of us is attracting certain types of incidents, certain types of people, certain types of things. We do attract. It's not all of a sudden. It's not all of a sudden. It's not mere luck. Every human being on earth is found attracting certain type of people, certain type of things, certain type of incidents, certain types of everything else. So bitter a reality, so bitter a reality, but it is a reality. If you do visit a very skilled expert psychologist, psychiatrist, she will be able to tell you, will be able to make a very good prediction about your life in the future. And maybe without listening much from you, just by observing you and just by listening a little bit from you, she will be able to understand what did happen to you in the past. So what is this? Is it like they people are carrying certain type of magic? Not at all. It is mere science. It is mere science. So now the question is, let's come toward the conclusion. Let's try to conclude this talk. Can we improve ourselves, or can we attract the better things from now onward? Can we do that? Can we keep ourselves away from the bad things from now onward? Up to some extent, or maybe up to great extent, yes. I can't say totally because we are the believers. We are the believers and we do believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has written our fate. And there is a destiny for each one of us. And we are moving towards our destiny. It is a matter of faith. It is a matter of faith. But somehow, if at all we do want to attract better things to happen with us, if at all we do want to attract the better type of people toward us, if at all we do want a better type of relationship with the people, if at all we do want to have a better relationship with the people, what we need to do, what we need to do, we need to improve ourselves. We need to improve ourselves. I'm not suggesting, or I'm not pointing toward that we should become the most handsome, the most beautiful. I'm not suggesting, but these things are not unimportant. These things are not unimportant, but these things have a little contribution. Being handsome, being beautiful, have a little contribution, but the contribution is there. We need to have a better psyche. We need to have better psyche. We need to think better. We need to think more positive. We need to think more in a responsible manner. We need to develop better attitudes. We need to develop better attitudes, and these better attitudes will determine what type of things we are going to experience in the future life of ours. Believe me or not, our attitudes determine the maximum number of things about our life. Our attitudes determine the maximum number of things which are going to take place, which are going to happen in our life. So focus and concentrate upon the attitude. And what is on the back of the attitudes? It is how we think. Thank you. Jazakallah. See you again.